Hey everybody, this is TheBiggWiggs, and welcome to Our Darker Purpose. This is very much a Binding of Isaac-y type game, which is basically a top-down, old-school Legend of Zelda roguelike game, featuring you're running around, shooting things, and all four directions, with pretty much the exact same controls as well, but it's also just a little bit, it's different enough that it's definitely worth a recommendation. It's also good enough to offer a recommendation. And I've only ever played it for about maybe 2 or 3 hours, and it's actually the first time I've bothered entering the extras room, and it looks like we actually get some permanent stat bonuses just from doing some tuition things. So why not? We'll get hide and seek. And basically tuition is just this little thing down here. You get some at the end of every level you beat. I have 154, which seems like a lot, but I think you might start out with some as well. So we're actually no idea what we're doing. Let's talk to the counselor. Man, the counselor seems to expect more. Sure. Oh. Additional juice box capacity. Yeah, whatever. Let's give you a thing. I guess we got a little achievement. Whatever. Also leave statistics and, of course, a detailed item log. Which, if we cared, we'd explore. But you know what? We're here for the game. Let's start the game. So this actually has quite a large amount of lore, which we may read, but I kind of want to just get into the game and show off what it is. So we have our map here, which we can actually drag around and move all around the screen. I'm not sure if you can see that on my mouse, but we'll leave it up here for now. We'll see if we can keep the mouse out of the way. The controls are WASD to move. You know, I was about to say D-pad, but arrow keys to fire and actually sort of look at people and stuff. And then you can actually use space to roll. This does not give you invincibility frames. It only gives you extra speed. That's very important. In this game, I actually find it much harder than The Binding of Isaac. I'm not sure that's just because it's similar enough to Binding of Isaac that I want to play it like it is, but it I don't know. I want to say it's very similar to Binding of Isaac, but it's not, and so I think I'm just playing it wrong still. It's much more, you move slower and you fire slower, enemies, I don't know, it's so weird. We have 100 HP, and we also have health pots in the form of juice boxes, so using that little counselor thing was actually quite nice. I have found myself just walking into damage over and over and over and over again. So you'll have to excuse me, I've yet to beat this first sort of chapter thing. I've beaten the first level, but each level, or each chapter, it seems to say, consists of, you know, multiple bosses in multiple areas. So we'll just keep going on. And here's our vendor. I think there's there isn't a vendor on everything, but if we press F to interact, yeah, we can buy some upgrade items. The Terrace petting fish. Oh, actually, I haven't had the electric shocks ones, but I've had the make bubbles ones. And then we have some other weird things. So the merit slippers gives us it's a one-time use, but 18 kills in a row without using juice awards us plus 20% dodge, which is pretty nice. We also buy a disquieting drought, which increases our health pots or juice boxes, or just buy a juice box. But we can't do any of that because we have no money. Let's just sort of continue. You know, there aren't any bombs. I've noticed there is a way to destroy this terrain, but you need a sort of an active item. And I had to press E for. Ooh, and this is going to be interesting. So the champion-esque enemies, the enemies that can run around and stuff, or the different colored ones, they will actually always 100% of the time drop an item, sort of like a passive item from Binding of Isaac, which is interesting because there are regular bosses on this floor. You know, they're, you know, highly unique enemies that only come once per floor that are bosses. They have unique mechanics and do all sorts of crazy things. But then there's just like elite mob type-esque enemies, and rather than like dropping, say, oh, they always drop a coin or a juice box or something like that, they'll always drop an item of some description, something that'll appear in like the item collection list. And there's also levels. So I just leveled after killing that enemy, and we can choose one of two sort of randomly, I think it's randomly generate, there's probably some very deep thing for each, but little attribute upgrade. So we have plus or minus 25 life, bonus plus 15 tokens. This will let us buy one of those items, which is you know, we had that plus 20% dodge. And item drop lottery. 5% attack speed. 50% likelihood of additional champion spawn per floor. These are both things I've not seen before, so we can guarantee ourselves item or guarantee ourselves multiple items plus a bit of attack speed. And actually, I die all the time, so I don't want to lose life. We'll get the item drop lottery. Yay. And of course, the turtle. Full on juice boxes. Look at the turtle. Plus 10% resist. So yes, as you might have seen, each sort of damage is noted by numbers. Oh, this is the boss. I didn't even realize that it was the boss. So this is Frothy the Dragon. We will get an achievement if we manage to beat him without taking any damage. I find that immensely difficult. But then again, if we... the best strategy I found is like stand up on one side of the map. And then when he comes down to your level, you just hit him. And then when he goes up above your level, you don't hit him. And if you touch him at all, there's not like a hidden hit box thing at all. If you touch him at all, you'll take damage. It's a bit finicky, actually, to find the hitboxes. Maybe it's because it's a bit less generous than some other bullet hell-esque games out there. But actually, hopefully we can... Oh, never mind. So hopefully we can do something amazing. We're doing this boss pretty well, though. I mean, maybe I'm just finally getting used to the game. Like I said, it's only been a few hours. I'm still very much a new player at this. If we just follow him around... Oh, he also summons multiple flames. But yeah, Frothy the Dragon's not a big deal. I've beaten him before. We can beat him again. Hey, he's dead. Now, if we leave the floor, that'll be it. We're also graded on the floor based like how much damage we take. We might as well take a health pot. Because there's one right here we can take. So we're back at 96 health. They do plus 20 per health pot. Or more. If you have the thing that lets them do more. And of course, we have lightning things. But there's also a health pot there in the middle. Oh, and money as well. Let's see if we can time this correctly. This top one here seems to be a little bit broken. Well, I think the money's worth it. And it's not quite worth it yet to use the health pot. Oh, this is a bonus challenge. I'm bad at this. It's a little bit of a bonus challenge room in the fact that there's a chest here, open it, and it gives us something. 10% crit chance. And we will, as you can see, it's just... I'm mad because I'm bad, is what's coming down to. Oh, managed to get that health pot without actually taking any more excess damage. So yeah, that's the end of the first floor. Very much Binding of Isaac. We've yet to pick up an active item. You might be wondering what that R button is down there at the bottom, right under the E button. That is our... do we have enough money for anything? We have 6, so we can buy a health pot, or we'll actually buy... We'll buy a drop. I feel like that'll be very helpful in the long run. Anyway, what's the R button there? Looks like it says I have 1 R button press. And that's sort of like a panic button you hit when you're about to be like surrounded by enemies. It destroys a whole bunch of It works very well, destroys a whole bunch. And we got D! Hey, and then you see we actually earned 1 credit there. I've gotten a C before. I'm not fucking sure how. I think you have to get like really low damage plus finish this level quickly. So it's something to think about. And we have a choice where we want to go to. Actually has rewards there as well. Both of it is the kitchens. The main thing you want to look at is the very bottom thing, how it changes. And this one just says, hey, this room's a lot smaller than usual. This one has like a very low lighting. I've never had low lighting. The small one actually seems worse because then we get less upgrades, but we'll get the small floor. So there should probably only be like a few rooms here. I have no idea how small they're planning on making this. Hopefully, yeah, there we go. Some experience. There are traps in this game, as you've seen before. There's not just like constant traps hitting you. You can actually use some traps against enemies. So if you hit one of these, it makes a little AoE effect. Quite nice, quite useful. And then we have furnaces, which are the exact opposite of quite nice and quite useful, because they spawn those flame things we saw Frothy the Dragon shoot at us. Is not good. Hopefully we'll level up again. And we've, despite the plus 50% chance to spawn, a champion enemy, an elite mob, we've not seen quite too many of these. And by the way, we are killing students who belong here, because this is a little dorm school that we have going on. These are crazed students that have decided they're turning against us. Not quite sure how the whole fiery magic shot works. Or potato. Stacks of potatoes just sort of talk to you sometimes. Now it says survive for 14. We're doing pretty well so far. Those blue little spikes on the ground are exactly what I described them as. They are spikes. They will do damage. 1, 0, poof. I'm going to open this quickly. This gives us plus 20% attack speed, slightly alter shot angle. So now aiming is going to be a pain in the ass. As you can see, we sort of fire all over the place. And you know what? We're going to grab this health pot. There is loads of upgrades we can probably get that. Yeah, see, so now we have more attack speed, but we're also going to miss more. So I'm not sure how good that pickup actually was. This is a champion enemy. He spits bubbles, and the bubbles actually block all of our shots. I probably shouldn't even focus on this enemy first until I get rid of these spike dudes, because they are so annoying. I'll actually get rid of him. I hate these people so much. I just don't have enough range to get them. There we go. Damage is just a constant sore spot for me. I always just seem to get hit. I never quite seem to grasp the range of my attacks. But there we go. The rose. Basically a thorns effect. When I get hit, enemies will get hit. Let's just move our map over. I really like this, the map, the movable map. Although it does always mean I have my mouse screen over the game sometimes. Always sometimes. I'm good with words. And I stand on the floor, so it's actually about the same size freezer room detention thing. Yeah, the sacks of potatoes will just talk to each other. Door's locked now. They usually actually are quite, I won't say very funny, but they have some funny things to say. We'll fight our next boss, which is another dragon. Sudsy the Inanimate. There's lore for all these bosses too, if I ever bother to look at them. Oh. Now there's actually an achievement for killing this person using its own bouncing ice crystal ball thing. We're gonna try and do the same sort of strategy we had with this other person. Which is, you know, stay at the same level as it. I don't think we'll die here, and hopefully won't take much damage either. But that's something we can guarantee. Yep, we have to hide behind here. An interesting mechanic that's actually explained to you in the trailer for this game. Still doesn't mean I followed his advice and still took damage, but... Ugh. And we can just finish it off here, hopefully. There we go. Floor's over, let's just leave. We got D rank again. Well done, can't wait to see what happens in the first 10 seconds on the next floor. And then we have more options. This one is too big, this one's too small, this one's leaderless. I actually don't like the leaderless ones too much. This floor lacks authority figures, that might mean it has no boss. Or maybe it just means it has less champion-esque enemies. We'll get too big. There we go. And that way we can have a better chance of finding things. There we go. I'm bad with these guys too. I'm not doing much damage. There are crits in this game. We'll take a health pot. Oh, the champion version of these men are the absolute worst. If you fall into that green cloud, usually it's a much slower moving cloud, like on regular enemies. But the green cloud in this one will reverse your controls. That's why it's so bad. Plus, the green cloud just moves a shit ton faster than the white cloud. So, champion enemies. I've not found like any alternate champion enemies. They all, like the red one of this guy will always fire the green cloud. He won't do anything else like different. But they're all exclusively much stronger than their counterparts. There we go. Oh, we got the ship in a bottle thing, which is a non-use item. Someone's Galewinds, and this is the only item I found in the game that can destroy terrain that I can use. Very useful, because it breaks that thing. Breaks furnaces and whatnot. So I can just infinitely easier with this on-use item, and it does do damage. This fire if it goes away. Pick up this coin. We can just spray. There we go. We're doing pretty good. Maybe we'll get to the first level. Oh, maybe we'll beat the first level this time. Hey, that'll be pretty good. These are regular chalk dudes. Oh, there's also another champion version. Yeah, I don't want to complain about champions because they take that item, that skill that did make champions more frequent. Yeah, I've walked into Green Cloud in accident now. My controls are reversed. Okay, we managed to get out of it. We'll take a health pot. Keep getting nailed by the AoE attack. I gotta simplify this room a bit first before I can really... just sort of focus on the middle person. Plus, she has a lot of health, so I can't really do much with her. Hopefully. Alright, one of them's dead. Champion one is in a bad spot. He'll have to probably be last. Alright, that person's dead. I always try to make champions last, even though they are much harder and make the rooms much more complicated. That being said, I think it's the right choice. Just because they, especially this one, is just so friggin' obnoxious. And the cloud does damage as well, so it's like, you know, just a double whammy of awfulness when you have to fight these people. Can I finish you off? Nope, not yet. Cool thing about this game is that you can just keep getting items. I do seem to be getting a lot of the similar items as well. This is like the third. I've played 4 rounds of this. This is the 3rd time I've gotten this. Plus 1 shot when not moving. High risk, high reward. So now I'm firing crazy shots. So if I don't move, then I just do way more damage. Double damage. Which is the most tempting thing in the world. Oh yeah, I've grown. Oh my god. So now we have minus 20% move speed, which I'm not going to get because I'm slow. I feel slow enough as is, being so used to Binding of Isaac. But it's plus 2 juice box capacity. It's not worth it. Or plus 20 attack speed, which I'm going to get. A little juice box. And do we have enough coins for you? No. Fragile Bear and the Wandering Crab. Wandering Crab would be a lot better. There are items that are temporary. Like, there are a lot of things that are fragile, and that means if you take like 150 damage, I think is the norm, then they break and you lose that effect. But they're very powerful. Like, all your attacks become critical hits is one I get a lot that is nice. You know, that's just an example. A lot of juice boxes on this floor. I don't usually get this many, which kind of tells you a lot. Whoop. The potato. These guys are faster than me when they do their little horrible sprint thing. So we want to be careful with them. There we go. Did I hit you from here? I do. I hit you from here too. Yeah, see, just way easier. Our sack had another revolution. They talk about crazy shit like going to war. We're now a potato theocracy. But let's head down to one of these doors here, which should lead us to the boss eventually. We'll do that. Just simplify this floor ever so slightly. There we go. Tornado just clears out the room for us. It's so nice. Oh, he dropped a juice box. Hear ye, hear ye. The potatoes in this sack, by popular vote, per our laws, declare war on the potatoes in that sack. No, to arms, yes. We'll just clear out this room. There we go. Uh-oh. Spirit. Yeah. So yeah, the tornado thing, it has a respawn, like a timed respawn, rather than like a room respawn. So it is usable multiple times every room. So there's no reason not to use it. Die before you do anything. Yes. And we can just kill these people with our rock sock puppet. And the boss is right here. One more coin. Press C to bring up the character sheet just to look at your items. You also look at perks as well, which are just things we've learned. And then lessons, which is that extra thing that we had before. We unlock more lessons when we do achievements. So yes. Those do appear to be permanent upgrades that we can have throughout the entirety of the run. Which are nice. Then we have the chandelier man thing. We'll throw a tornado down here. Pop a health pot. And if we just do circles, it shouldn't be that hard to kill this man. Don't step on the things too much. Oh my god, I'm so bad at dodging. Health pot just for shits and giggles. Whoop, roll through that. Oh, I'm so bad. I'm mad because I'm bad. Alright, if we just do things nice and slow. I gotta work on my placement rather than my my dodging. It's so bad. I feel like it was just a little more generous with hitboxes. I could do it easier, but that's the end of the floor. What we got? We got D again. Hey! I'm such a good student. And now we have the Woundwood Fortress, which is actually where I always die. So this is the sort of the big bad boss. But we're actually doing not horrible. We'll throw down the thing there. Just so enemies can just break through. Did I take damage there? I might have. Enemies get tougher and tougher and tougher. I've had crazy good items and I've died on the boss too. Like better than the one I have now. Like a just instantly respawn item when you get hurt. Uh-oh. Die, please. Might as well take this health pot. There's no reason not to infinitely stack up on health. I don't think there's any items that benefit from having low health. Or if there is, we've not gotten them yet. These health boxes are huge, by the way. In case there was, you know, some sort of doubt of that. I would love to find a shop, because we do get some pretty good coinage here. But I would also rather have more items as well. So traps do not despawn, by the way. If there's traps in a room, then there's going to be traps in that room probably forever. Kill this man, kill this man, kill this man! Yes. Let's try and be wary of traps. Alright. At least that one area is cleared out. Simplify this room so slightly. It's only get more and more complicated as time goes on. There's a juice box there. I can get the full health here. Alright, we're getting some crits. And he's dead. Oh, the milk and cookies. Level up instantly on next floor. If we can survive here, then we might be able to steamroll ourselves to victory. Okay, there's a champion version of this guy. I have no idea what that does. Oh, I accidentally pressed R. So that was the, Whoa, did I have like a little absorption effect on this man? It does. Holy shit, that's scary. But we should be able to take him out. Ooh, and that gives us extra defense. Quaffables, a new lesson. So we have more defense. We might as well, no, we already used the health pot. We can use another one here. Okay. almost full health. Just see how much more, oh, we're about to level up. Level up in the next room if there's enemies. Ooh, that's a trap. I can't resist, though. I need that money. We find a little item vendor merchant. How much money do we have? 15, just enough for an item. So yes, some magical things might happen here. Let's just do some of this. You can't just like forcibly change your direction while in like mid-roll. With this spawn. Oop, there we go. Die, 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 die. Hey. So, plus 20 damage. Or more move speed. I would love more move speed, but I think we're very survivable right now. Let's make ourselves more survivable by killing things. Oh, this is a little challenge room. Oop. It's an on-use item. Destroy all projectiles. This is better, I think, quite frankly. Oop, oop. Yeah. Champion that room. These rooms again. Oh, there's a champion in this room too. Oh, and there's a trap here that summons a man that does awful things to us. That closet, that man won't do any damage to us, but he will keep us from moving. So, on a floor like this, basically means he will destroy this bed. Yes. He just makes things way more difficult. I can't kill him at all because he despawns by himself. My controls are reversed. He's dead though, and then we do get the fish. Sorry, that's my stomach. Oh, tagging also creates bubbles, so now we have little bubbles that come out. They also do damage. Oh, we did get the vendor. Badly etched arrow. Plus 1 shock. Your chalk clouds now fire arrows. Don't need it. Plus 15 crit chance. We can actually get this and some chalk, which wouldn't be bad. We can almost get both of these. Shit. I will get smiley face and chalk. I feel like that would be the best thing to do. Because we are coming up to the boss, and there's actually a coin here, so I could get another juice box if I wanted to. Which would be smart, actually. But we will test our luck on the boss, and hopefully, crossing your fingers, we can beat this person. Fortress Woundwort. It will just be constant firing. I want to destroy some of these buildings first, actually. Alright, so we're destroying these like little spawn stations because there will be a boss that, basically a separate type of boss that comes when we lower the whole actual Woundwort fortress down. We took damage there, which is bad, but we are doing very well. We do have pretty good defense, pretty good resistance. Die. Thank you. Alright. We've simplified this room immensely. We'll take probably multiple health pots now. The boss should spawn. There it is. Hopefully I can use the one bit of chalk that I have on the actual boss after we cleared out that area. So yes, the boss has been a bit damaged, but so have we. This could be the end of us if we don't play our cards right. You gotta do spacebar. She's getting bigger and bigger. I think it's a she. It might be like a fancy he. Alright. Looks like we got this. 43 health isn't much. Should be enough. Hey! Complete the level! A new lesson! Memory, the promise next time could always be different. Hey! We beat the first area! That's nice, but there are multiple chapters, as you can see up here. And this actually shows, ooh, bosses and stuff. If we actually click on them. Rise and Fall of Queen Cordy. So yes, that is our darker purpose. There's going to be more, most likely, if it's start game. No. Doesn't look like quite yet. I'll find a way to make more stuff. Counselor. Leave credits. Anyways, yeah, that's the end of the level. And the first little part of the game. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day, and goodbye.